Hey everyone. Hey. It is your girl Precious Williams and welcome back to another edition of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster Show. My name is Precious Williams and I am the Killer Pitchmaster. And today's episode is going to be on Can We Talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? Can we talk? Well, there's been a lot of things happening in my world, and I know this is an off day. We're not on Sunday, but I definitely wasn't able to get on Sunday because hey, I was the last 3 weeks had I had a lot going on, and I'm very excited. I'm very proud of the work and the where pitching has taken me and as well as my clients. And so if you're new to here to the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show, I am a 13-time national elevator pitch champion. I am a 4-time number one best-selling author of the Bad Bitches and Power Pitches for Women Entrepreneur and Speakers Only series. My fourth book is debuting on September 13, 2022, but it hit number one on Amazon yesterday. Can you imagine? Um, I'm also a corporate trainer for big tech and financial services companies. And just last Saturday, I did my second TED Talk at TEDx Babson. I'm very proud because I can't believe that the students actually handmade gifts for us. But I'm very proud to be one of 11 speakers who were at Babson College this is past Saturday. I'm also honored that I was a keynote speaker at Andrew Frazier's Power Breakfast and Conference, as well as being the newest pitch coach for Founders First Capital. And so last week was amazing. I also did a pitch training for Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, uh, Atlanta Suburban Alumni Chapter. And so I'm very excited about things that are coming up. But I just want to have a real conversation, a real conversation. So I just attended the what can be considered the Be Well graduation. That's Babson College's Black Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership Program. They just finished their third cohort, and the applications are available for the fourth cohort. And so the reason why I was coming on here today is because I kept hearing something that I don't think I knew way back when. So I'm a graduate of Spelman College. I attended from 1997 to 2001. In my last semester, I pledged and crossed as a member of Divine 35 of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated 8 to Kappa chapter. Again, I'm 33 HK01, right? And so when I was leading a pitch training last week, and I'm teaching the art of pitching to this illustrious organization, alumni, they were popping. A queen said to me in front of everyone, she said, "You've always been like this." And I don't know, I had to recover because to me, when I was at Spelman College, which was one of the greatest experiences of my life, I didn't think people really knew my personality because I wanted to fit in, but I also wanted to be a leader. And so I was unsure of myself. And my Spelman sisters never made me feel bad about myself. They never made me feel bad for being a first generation college student. They never made me feel bad that I didn't come from money. They never made me feel bad. But for me, before I even entered Spelman College, I was told that I was going to fail out, that I was the smartest of the dumb because I came from the St. Louis public schools. So even on that campus, I felt like I always had something to prove. I didn't feel that I could have fun because I didn't want to lose my scholarship. I wanted to be a leader. I wanted to be an alumna of distinction. And so I didn't think I allowed myself to really show off who I really was beyond success or achievements, but who I really am. And so as this queen was saying that, I was so kind of stunned. Like, I don't remember it like that. I remember wanting to be other women so bad, to have their family, to have their skills and talents. I did not think in and of myself I was, really worthy to be a Spelman woman. And so graduating, what, 21 years, I graduated 21 years ago. And so tonight with the Be Well program, there was a queen in there. I'm not going to put her on blast, but she knows who she is. So we were talking about the Spelman experience to another queen who, I mean, we're all graduates of the Black Women's Entrepreneurial Leadership Program at Babson College. I'm the first cohort. There was a queen from the second cohort. No, there's two of us from the first cohort and one from the second cohort. And she said something again that reminded me of what the Queen said for the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated Atlanta Suburban Alumni Chapter. She said, Precious, there was never a doubt that you were going to be successful. And I was kind of like, what? And she said, there was no doubt. Without, you're thinking this is today. We saw that when you were in college. And I'm sitting up here like kind of confused, right? Because, when you're 18 to 22, you do want to fit in. You do, but I still want to shine. But I thought, if I, had great achievements and everything like that. And again, I was told y'all, my line sister, my 13, always said, you are enough as you are. And that's something that over time I can still go back and forth with. But when she said it, it was kind of like, why is this a surprise to me? It's because even with everything that has happened and all the things that you and I will overcome, there's always people watching you. And even though you will fail, and even though you will make mistakes, they're watching you because they believe you're going to come back harder than you did before. If you think about MC Hammer, that song, Too Legit to Quit, you're too legit to quit. And so to my entrepreneurs, as you look at other people and they pop it, and this was part of my TEDx talk at Babson. My TED talk was on free your mind, seeing the gold behind the glitter of the hype. And so on social media, everybody's living their best life. I ain't going back and forth with nobody. I'm living my best life. And they're going on trips and they're drinking champagne and they're popping and they da da da. But one of the things that I know is that it's a lot of posturing and saying things that just aren't true. Or even if they're true in that moment, that's not an everyday occurrence. And so as I came out of my dark place and God told me, you have to give them the real tea of it all. For every great achievement, I promise you there were some decisions that didn't work out. I am sure that in order to have gotten that far, you've gone through hell to get there, right? And so we always talk about it's always darkest before dawn. So again, I'm going back and thinking back to my experience on what I thought was actually happening and what people were seeing in me despite my insecurities, right? Think about that. So in seeing the gold, your relationships are gold, your family is gold, your friends are gold, your support system are gold. If you have the right ones, let's be clear. And they're going to be there when your business is slow, when your business is popping, when you are exhausted. Think about when I'm having my dental surgeries. Queens will send food for me without hesitation. I ain't begging nothing. They send it. That's the real goal, right? So when you're canceled on social media, or people make fun of you, or you don't have the money to go to all these brunches with your friends, I want you to realize where the real gold is. And I want you to treat yourself like the celebrity you are. Because the thing is, I can take pictures with a lot of big time people, but never once is it lost on me that I have a true talent and a skill set just like you all. So don't boo poo on your talent and skill set because it hasn't set the world on fire yet. You still got time. Is that today I got time? So I just wanted to talk and have a real conversation. And again, if you're new here, just give me your name, the name of your company if you have one, and what brought you to this particular episode on This Is True Tea. Can we talk? There are people who see things in you long before you see it in yourself. I knew at 5 years old I was going to be a nationally syndicated talk show host. But as we start entering into, I don't want to say middle age just yet, but I'm a woman of a certain age. If I allow social media to dictate things to me, I'm over the hill and don't nobody want me. Don't nobody want to book me. And it's not true. I feel more vibrant and alive than I felt in a long time. And it's not just success. It's because I believed in myself when everything was against me. And I just had to keep hearing his voice tell me, God does not call the qualified. He qualifies the called. And so if you're waiting for everybody to love what you do, they won't. But he doesn't need a co-signer for your purpose. Your purpose is not determined by the world, it's determined by your creator. And he created a masterpiece. And so sometimes you look in the mirror and be like, man, I got a roll here, whatever, or I got toothless aggression. Embrace that. Embrace it. All my flaws are on display. The chubby girl wonder, it's on display. But I'm going to roll with it because that's what I'm going to roll with until I get my six pack abs or whatever, which may or may not ever happen. There's value in the present. And here I was. Have you ever, especially as women, have you ever looked at old pictures of you when you were younger and you're like, man, I was smoking and I didn't even know it because I was comparing myself to everyone else. And I don't have to. And you don't have to. Don't look at my story and it looks good on social media. I hope you see that Queen is tired. Queen can be exhausted. But I got a great support network. And when I need to shut it down and go lay down, I will. And that's just period, point blank. So can we talk? So let me see what my peeps is saying. Because I just want to have a real conversation. There are people who are looking at you from where you were when you thought you was a bum to seeing you today. Trust they're not surprised. They're just like, you didn't know that? Oh, okay. Good evening, Nandita. How are you? Did I say your name right? Please let me know. Cynthia. Hello, Queen. How are you? Nandita, how are you doing? I'm well. Just a little tired, but you know how we do in these streets. Jim Boone. Hello, my name is Jim. Hi, Jim. I'm Precious Williams, Killer Pitchmaster. Cynthia, good. Jim, my name is Human, aka Lamb of God. Okay. Cynthia. Facts. Facts. Odaline, great message. Thank you, Queen. I'm really glad you're here. Odaline, and please let me know if I'm saying your name right. My name is Odaline, waiting to unleash Therapy Walk LLC. However, overcoming obstacles of stagnation. It happens, Queen, in entrepreneurship. I promise you. I've been there, sometimes still sitting there sometimes. And Cynthia, yes, correct. Great message indeed. Thank you. And so the reason why I wanted to, bring up Can We Talk is because as I'm entering this new journey in my life, I'm seeing things change around me. And it's great and it's fascinating and it's frightening and it's scary and it's growing pains and it's good, right? The first time I was successful, I couldn't see it. And I'm seeing so much spread before me. And so I just want you all to know, I know this is just a quick thing, but just to say thank you to my Spellman sisters who saw things in me that I never saw in myself. And what a joy that is to my heart that God's purpose was always present, even when I didn't think it was. I don't take it for granted that I'm a 13-time national champion. I don't take it for granted that my skills showed up when my back was against the wall and I had no money. I don't take it for granted that I teach women and men around the world, companies, corporations, foundations, nonprofits, how to package and position themselves to get in front of the very people or the customers or clients they really want to get. Whether that's through media pitching, whether that's getting the investors to invest in their company, whether that's saying, what do you need to say at a networking event to truly stand out with your elevator pitch? For speakers, I'm so glad that I am hired to teach them how to be book busy and paid, right? And also, what should you say in your interviews for different opportunities so that you're the only choice that matters? And so I just want you all to know how much I love you. I just want to have a conversation. Can we talk? Because I wanted to just say, it ain't easy, but it sure is fun. This is a roller coaster ride. You can believe social media where everything looks glitzy and glamorous all the time. It doesn't. But it doesn't mean you're doing it wrong. It just means that there's a process. You're going to make mistakes. You're going to overspend in something. You're going to have moments where you're like, oh, wow. And again, it's always darkest before dawn. So I'm coming out with my fourth book. It's called The Pitch Queen, a woman's journey from poverty to purpose and profits. I'm so proud of this book because it doesn't necessarily focus on me being the pitch master. It focuses on my journey and how it can help others. It's not a memoir, it's more like self help. But there are lessons in there that I don't think are ever said as you grow your businesses, as you grow your career, as you grow your relationships. You know, do I listen to the people, the family I was born into? Do I listen to the things that people said about me growing up? Or do I trust that little voice, that little birdie on your shoulder? Shout out to Catherine Giovanni. It told me I was a star at 5 years old. It was just a matter of time. Do I trust the line in Jay-Z's song, the only thing that matters is just a matter of years? Do I trust that I saw the light at the end of the tunnel and I lit that bitch myself? Do I trust that my moment for life are still happening? Do I trust the last verse, the first three in Lose Yourself? Turn the roof off this mother like two dogs cage. I was playing in the beginning, the mood all changed. I've been chewed up and split out and booed off stage. I'm like I said, I can't rap. But I kept rhyming, step right in the next cipher. Best believe somebody's paying the Pied Piper. All the pain inside amplified by the fact that I can't buy with my 9 to 5 and I can't provide the right type of life for my family because food stamps don't buy diapers. And it's no movie, it's no Makai Piper. This is my life and it's times it's so hard. I can't really rap as fast as he can. Saying will spot another day on my nine. Got me to a point on Uncle Snap. End up in jail. Success is my only mother effing option. Failure is not. Mama love you, but this trail has got to go. I cannot grow old in Salem's lot. So here I go. It's my shot. Feet fail me not. This may be the only opportunity that I got that stays in my mind. This may be the only opportunity that I got. And do I focus on the past or do I move full steam ahead regardless? Nevertheless, at a time like this, what am I going to do? What is my future self going to thank me for? What is my legacy going to be? Is it I stayed here? Or is it going to be the angels that he sent me to get me out of the situation and to put me back? Do can I accept that I had to lose everything that was precious to me in order to move to the next step of my journey? And I want you to ask yourselves that question. So, and can we talk? Can we talk? And so, if you're interested in getting the pre-order um, copy of my book, The Pitch Queen: A Woman's Journey from Poverty to Purpose and Profits, the link is below. And please let me know if you want me to type it down below. But let me just see what my peeps are saying, and I'm gonna let y'all go. But I just wanted to share that with you all. Okay. Kindly donate and share on your social media. But let's support and help a lady with a kind heart. She lost her husband and her last kid. Your support will go a long way. You can donate and share to others. Thanks. Cynthia, thanks for putting that on here. What I do like is let me know in advance or just let me know you're going to do that because I definitely want when people come here, we're going to have this space to talk. But I appreciate you because if a woman lost that, we gotta support. Thank you. Cynthia, you're doing great. I love this. Thank you. You're a good rapper, please, girl. And you know what? There was a song, Drake has a song called Worst Behavior because I was feeling it. There was a line he said, just wait to see if I finish. It's a fight to the finish just to see if I finished. I'm fighting to the end. I'm not finished. I just started. And so every step of the journey is worth it. Every step of the journey. So, like I said, I didn't want to keep you all tonight, but I just want you to think about it. There are people who've been watching you since high school, maybe college, maybe jobs and stuff like that. And I want you to know that they see more in you than you can see yourself at that point because we all have these insecurities. We all think we have to look, sound, and act like other people. And when I was on that TEDx stage, there were things that came out. So, you already have to have a prepared speech, but I think each one of us as speakers, there was a moment where we flipped the script and went where God wanted us to go, because the audience needed to hear something, not a motivational speech, but they wanted to hear, how do you connect to ad valorem, which was the topic, toward better things. And my prayer is that people realize that we're in a society where everything, what you wear, all those other things are better than who you are on the inside. When you have nothing and the people who are around you still got your back, will provide groceries, will pay your rent, will pay phone bills, because they know that entrepreneurship is hard. There is no 9 to 5 and 9 to 12 paycheck. There is no, my legal experience is over. I'm not going back into the field of law. I'm not going to be an attorney anymore. When people say things that don't materialize, when people, flex on you and say you're not quite good enough, I hope that you can hold on to God's unchanging hand. And remember, just because they said you couldn't do it, it does. Did the fat lady sing on that? I'm 40, 43. Y'all ain't ready for what's coming. Because I'm not even ready, but we're going to do this. Because his vision is so much bigger than all I've ever thought about. You can have a 10-year plan. He's like, 4 months. What's next? I just want to write a book. What? 4-time #1 bestseller. What next? I was just trying to get a couple of people to buy, man. I was just trying. Think about it. It took me years to see my talent. Are you sleeping on your talent? Are you waiting for everybody to co-sign? Or did you forget to believe in you? Every situation, he's going to work out for good. You just don't know it, and you don't have the perspective yet to see it. And I didn't have the perspective when I was in the Bowery Mission Women's Center. But now I see. I walked in there. Actually got kicked out of the program for 25, 26 days. When I came back, I remember going to the graduation in 2017 and saying, I'm finishing. Talman should. It is finished. And when I graduated on September 17, 2018, it was finished. And to those who said, just have a job and just work it, my God told me that my purpose wasn't tied to a position. It was tied to him, and to show others the true T on success and how difficult it is. You think, hey, you make a couple of dollars, you hiring people, you're getting booked, but you're also growing, and you're going past those money lies that you grew up with. You're going past. I laugh. I think I woke up. I mean, when I was growing up, I didn't get presents, but I'm 43 and I get them all the time, not because I asked, but God saved the best for last. And so I just want to share that with you all. So can we talk? Can we talk? Let me just see the last comments and I'll let you guys go. I'm so sorry. I just wanted to get this out. Kareem, we appreciate sis here, Black Americans in the Philippine Islands watching you. When you coming back? Business booming. Bam! Love it. Thank you, Kareem. I'm so glad to see you again. Good evening, Queen. Thank you, Anthony. And then we have, and yes, I needed this morning. I miss my people and working with inspiring minds. Ain't that the truth? Let me tell you something. This has been a journey and I'm still living it. I've made mistakes. I know, what's happening in the world, what's happening in pop culture. And I just really want you all to know that you are the celebrity of your life. If you're going to look at what everybody else is doing and get upset, then I want you to take that anger and use it to fuel you forward. There are things you're supposed to be doing while you're watching everything on all of these shows and everything. And there's nothing wrong with looking. But if that's the focal point of your life, you're not going to live your life. You're always going to be looking at a supposedly greener grass until you start to learn all those relationships you thought were so popping, they weren't. They just exchanged extravagant presents. That's a flex, but people weren't really in love. Do you live a real life or do you live reality? I have real love. I have real support, and we don't have to flex on it. I know that when times got hard, who was there in the trenches, who pulled me up, who got my back regardless. That's the real gold and not the hype of everything else. I am honored that I have achievements, and that's great. But I'm more honored by the fact that I am Precious Williams fully today. I am honored that 5 years plus clean and sober. I am honored that I went from the third floor to a two-bedroom apartment. I am honored that there is no limits, baby. No limits. I am honored that I can walk into a room and not feel jealous or anything of anyone else, that I'm walking in as Precious Williams. I respect the gangster of everyone who's bigger name. I respect y'all. I respect the gangster of it. But under no circumstances am I a wallflower. And under no circumstances am I not going to show you what time it really is. I thank God for all the things I've been blessed to do, even with my insecurities. So I hope that tells you not only am I the killer pitch master, I'm the pitch queen. And it's time to sit on my throne. I'm blessing others every time I bless a microphone. And I hope that whatever business you're in, whether it's product based or service based, you never forget there are people watching you. Because as you step into your purpose, another woman or man can step into theirs. So do it. And I love you all from the bottom of my heart. And to the queens who noticed my journey way back when, I thank you for seeing me, even when I didn't see myself. And finally, I say, Farrah, what's up, Killer Pitchmaster? Oh, it's all good. We've been having cheese. So anyway, everybody, welcome back. And this was like a quick and dirty version of Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. Can we talk? People are watching you at all times. What are they seeing that you don't? The things that we do today, they saw it years ago. Your success or your failure is not tied into what people say about you. It's what he says about you, and you move forward towards your purpose. I hope this blessed you all tonight, because I just wanted to talk and get that off my chest. I'm about to lay it down, and take my 43-year-old self to bed. I hope this blessed you all. You all bless me every time you come, whether it's an off time or whatever. You all still show up. I thank you, and that's the power of being in your zone of genius. I love you from the bottom of my heart. Precious Williams, the Killer Pitchmaster. See you again for another exciting edition of the Keeping It Real with the Killer Pitchmaster show. Bye.